Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you clicking on that video as always. And we are back with another weekly wears video where I go over every fragrance that I wore all 7 days last week. So if that's content that you think you want to see more of, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on bell notifications so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But without further ado, let's jump right into it, starting with Sunday. So on Sunday, I went with a fragrance that I actually recently picked up. I just did a review on it. And I wanted to be 100% transparent that I wanted to make sure that I bought this bottle myself. I did not receive anything from the brand. I do not have a direct relationship with the brand. I have communicated with the owner of the brand, Giorgio. He's amazing. He's one of the best guys in the community, and he actually has a real passion for fragrance and growing his company. So the scent that I wore on Sunday, and I actually wore this on my daughter's birthday, is Zahara's Coco Loco. Not the best atomizer. I say that in the review. It's average at best. But what I do get is a really unique summer fragrance. And the reason why this fragrance popped up on my radar initially was the coconut note in here and the brand listing it as coconut flesh, which if you guys have watched my channel, there are certain fragrances that I talk about that have a coconut note, and that's typically how I describe it. I describe it as the fruity flesh of the coconut. It is not synthetic. It doesn't smell like an additive to something like suntan lotion. Overall, the scent is tropical. I pick up a lot of the mandarin orange in here, blended with that tonka bean, and it just has this creamy orange tropical feel to it that is unique enough for me to say it is worth the $135 that I paid, because this is a pre-sale price. And I want to say it may still be going on. I know the price is going to go up. A lot of you guys commented on the video I did, the review that I did on this fragrance, saying it just wasn't worth it for you to purchase a 2-ounce bottle at $135. And I understand that. One of you guys mentioned on a comment in that video just that I described it as being sort of a fun fragrance, and that isn't worth $135 to you. Well, I mean, to that I would say that's you. For me, what I value the most is a unique fragrance, and this is unique, and it lasts a long time. My biggest complaint about this scent is that it didn't project enough, and it's one of those fragrances that you kind of want it to project. You just want it to grab a little bit more attention. I think that it lived up to the expectation that I set for it, and I'm looking forward to wearing this summer. Zahara Coco Loco. So on Monday, I had some appointments to attend, and I wanted to go with the classic masculine aromatic fougere. Scent I ended up choosing was Venba Orum. And you are getting exactly that. An aromatic fougere, you have lavender, you have geranium, and this just does everything right. This scent was initially released in 1974, but you would never think it was released in 1974. Fantastic atomizer, by the way. I am so impressed with the House of Loewe and what you get for your money. Wow, super citrusy in the air, clean smelling. You get that oak moss. It's just a beautiful scent, and it's classic perfumery done right. I want to explore more into the House of Loewe because I think for what you're getting, the value, this again lasts all day on me, and it's an aromatic fougere. It's more of a fresh citrusy scent, so it's a little bit woody, and wouldn't expect this to last a very long time on skin, but for me, it lasts a work day, and that's what I would expect from this. It's really pleasant and doesn't smell dated. This is going to smell sophisticated, buttoned up, typical masculine fragrance that will just work in any situation, any place, anytime. Absolutely love this one. Venba Orum. So this next scent, I am so appreciative that one of my subscribers, Benjamin, actually sent this to me. And this one is harder to find. It's more expensive. It is discontinued fragrance, and there's some hype behind it. Scent I'm talking about is Mugler's Ultra Zest. And this stuff, guys, is so freaking good. atomizer is hit or miss. This one is actually citrusy sweet from the mandarin orange in here. It adds that little bit of sweetness while still being citrusy and bright and uplifting. And then you have some mint, you have some vanilla. Some people get a creamsicle vibe from this. I get more of a creamsicle vibe from the Zahara than I do this one. I don't think this one gets enough credit for how dynamic and how much depth this has. It does have a coffee note in here, which adds to it. It has a patchouli note in here, which just adds to the depth here and makes this a much more versatile, interesting fragrance than I think it gets credit for. The performance is average. It's not going to perform all day long. It's still, at its heart, is a fresh citrus scent, but you know, as I said, with those other notes, those added notes like the vanilla and the patchouli, it just makes this a little more dynamic. It's more interesting. It's the coffee note in here I actually pick up, and I don't pick up coffee in a lot of fragrances that it's actually listed in. In a lot of fragrances, it comes across as powdery to me, but in this fragrance, I actually do pick it up, and it adds this little twist to the scent that is, I understand the hype behind this. Obviously, this one is harder to find. It's more expensive. Don't break the bank for it. Look, this was given to me, and I am so appreciative of that. So I wore it this week. I just want to talk about it, but I'm not telling you guys you need to go run out and get this, that it's a must buy, but I'm just appreciating it right now, especially in the summertime. There's something about this one that just stands out to me, and so happy to have it in the collection. Mugler's Ultra Zest. So this next one is actually not my favorite from the house. My favorite is a blue fragrance that is, I think, underappreciated and doesn't get talked about enough. But this one gets talked about quite a bit. Scent I am talking about is Moschino Wave. This one obviously draws comparisons to Versace Pour and Chanel L'Homme Sport. And I can kind of see a resemblance to the two. It's kind of a cross between the two. But it doesn't really do it for me in the sense that it doesn't last a long time. I wish it projected a little better. It does everything okay. The problem also is that the price of the scent has gone way up in the last year between hype and just demand. The price has gone way up. It pops up at rack stores for twice the price that it was initially when I first started seeing this pop up. For that reason, I have to give it a couple knocks, but I do like the presentation. I love the magnetic cap. I think the gradient on the bottle here is beautiful, that blue gradient from clear to blue. And the actual presentation, the bottle itself feels really heavy and quality. So the scent is nice. You're going to get some woody, orange, a little bit vanilla, that sort of fuzzy synthetic feel that you get from Versace Pour. It's here. It's just not as bright as Versace Pour, and it's not quite as good as Chanel L'Homme Sport. That's just how I kind of see this fragrance. But with that being said, it's a really great hot weather fragrance. When, on the days where it's like 85, 90 degrees, this is going to be an easy reach for you. And it's probably going to grab a couple compliments. It's going to grab a little bit of attention. So for me overall, this is a nice scent. I'm happy to have it in the collection. I do own Versace Pour. I own Chanel L'Homme Sport Eau Extreme. This falls somewhere in between the two. And I think it's a nice addition to anyone's collection. Moschino Wave. So this next one was a recent rack store pickup, and not your typical rack store. And if you guys watch that video, I'll be sure to link it here. That's why I say not your typical rack store, but the fragrance I was able to grab is Tom Ford's Costa Puffum. And mainly what I get from this is some citrus and labdanum. Oh man, this stuff is so good with a little bit of amber. Not the freshest scent, not exactly what I was expecting. Doing a little bit more research on this scent, Costa Azzurra means French Riviera in Italian. And you know, this scent, when I put it on, I was like, damn, I might have sprayed too much. And it was kind of choking me out. I sprayed a little bit too heavy. I don't know why I thought this was a straight aquatic citrus scent. It is not that. The labdanum, along with the amber here, and a little bit of patchouli, the woods, the cypress. This is a little bit more of a dense scent than you would expect. And also the Puffum concentration. This lasted a long time on me. And I can see this still being a fresh summer scent, just more geared towards evenings out, a little more buttoned up, a little more dressed up. You really get the sense of the quality here. It feels luxurious. It feels special. and it carries that Tom Ford brand. And you know, it is what it is, right? You hear Tom Ford, you know you're getting kind of a next level designer, and that's what you're getting here. So for $90 is what I got this for at the cosmetics company store. If you guys have one near you, you really need to check it out. And as I said, the longevity, really nice on this one. So I can imagine this being worn in the summertime, date night, meeting up with friends, hanging out for the night. This is going to be the perfect scent for situations like that. Tom Ford's Costa Puffum. So this next one, still a banger, still a springtime banger, warm weather banger, classic fragrance. I'm not crazy about the bottle. Scent I'm talking about is Carolina Herrera's 212 Men. And you know, the bottle just looks too much like deodorant to me, but magnetic cap, so you can't really go wrong there. Man, this is just a clean, crisp, green, lavender-driven fragrance that just smells amazing. It's sophisticated but laid back at the same time. It has some herbal nuances here with the sage, blended with the ginger. It just works. There's a slight sweetness to it. It's beautiful. It's the perfect springtime fragrance. And for a while there, it was popping up at rack stores. You could get this at Burlington for a really great price. You still can find it at online discounters for a great price. I'll be sure to link it down below. But this is one that I think a lot of guys would just appreciate. It's fresh with a tiny bit of sweetness. It doesn't do anything too much. There's some sweet woods in the dry down with the sandalwood and the gaiac wood, with a little bit of incense and musk. Stunning fragrance. And if you spray liberally and you're not afraid and you spray your clothes, this is going to last all day, like easily, full work day and beyond. I really love this one. And one of my favorites to reach for. Really one that I would like to say would be in my top 10, but that's a hard thing to sort of, there's a lot of fragrances that I would love to put in my top 10, but this is just, again, one that I look at often to wear, and because it's that easy. Carolina Herrera's 212 Men. Finally, on Saturday, I was going out with some friends, and I just wanted to wear something weather appropriate. Warm weather. It was actually raining a bit on Saturday when I wore this. And you know what? This is my favorite in the line. There's no question about it. And definitely in my top 10. Scent I'm talking about is Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now, let me preface this by saying that I tried the new Puffum. And it's not the same. This one is aromatic and aquatic with sea notes, bergamot, incense, adding this dimension to it, patchouli. Man, when I tell you that this thing is special, it is truly special. And I tried the Puffum, and it's just not the same. I know a lot of reviewers are comparing the two of these. I just don't think they're that much alike. I can kind of see it more in the dry down than the opening. The new Puffum just feels uninspired, and that's not a Profumo fanboy saying this is the only way, because I'm not like that at all. If I smell a fragrance and I like it, I like it. Simple as that. I don't care if there was a predecessor to it that everyone adored. It just was a lesser version of Profumo. And I know that this is discontinued now. It is still available in the States. You can still get it. And I bought this bottle 2 years ago. It's still the magnetic cap, and it has the reflective text on the front. So look, I don't get too hung up on that. I would have to compare a new bottle compared to this one that I literally bought 2 years ago, but this bottle's incredible. It lasts a long time. It smells so damn good. My friend complimented me on this when I was wearing it. And, you know, I have about 2/3 of the bottle left here, and I kind of want to conserve it because I don't know what's going to happen with Acqua di Gio. I'm disappointed in all the flankers they have coming out. The Eau de Parfum, the Puffum, it's just not the same. And I don't know what they're doing over there, but I would say continue to make this and improve on this. It just makes me more appreciative that I own this one. Really amazing scent for the warm weather. Dressed up, dressed down. You can wear this casually. You can wear this to a wedding. You can wear this black tie. It's going to work. I prefer Profondo for situations that are more laid back and just chill. but this one can still work if you just had enough money to kind of have one scent in your collection. I would absolutely consider this one. I love it, and it lasts all day on me. Acqua di Gios Profumo. That's all I have today, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what your weekly rotation was. I always love hearing what you guys are wearing. It kind of inspires me to maybe consider what my next pickup might be. So let me know in the comment section down below. If you like what you saw today, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.